Hey everybody, we are in Job once again and chapter 29. So yesterday we talked about wisdom and how truly to fear the Lord is wisdom and to forsake evil is real understanding. We learned a lot from Job over this last month of reading it every day, but today in chapter 29 it's a little bit somber again, as one might expect from the book of Job. So I read this and it just made me so sad. Like, I don't even think sad is the right word. Like, maybe melancholy might be a little more accurate. But in this entire chapter, which is like two full pages, he's literally just lamenting everything he's lost. And he talks about how great he was and how rich and how respected and how he felt so loved by God because he was so blessed. And this hit me for two reasons. Because one, I've lost pretty much everything in this current season, but also six other times. So I've been reset by God, where He's just kind of taken everything over and over and over, and add a couple overs, and it felt so real to me to recount all of the things I've lost, and yet I had to stop and think. Job is lamenting the lack of love from God in his life because his life is bad now. And that's not how that works. Like, it took me losing everything six times to realize that there was nothing I had that A, was not given by God, but B, had any value in comparison to the purpose of the loss of those things, which for me, in each and every season of loss, has been to draw me closer to the Lord, to strip me of my idols, and to just completely destroy my reliances on other things, on addictions, on people, on people's opinions of me, on being muscular and on being beautiful and on being wise, and like all these things that took up my attention and all these things that took my worship were of zero value in comparison to loving the Lord Jesus for who he is, not what he's done, not what he can do for me, not the amazing life that Job had, but for truly having an intimate relationship with God and being able to receive all of the sufficiency and all of the grace and the mercy and the love and the healing and the forgiveness that comes from that, regardless of personal circumstance. And so I just want to encourage you today to look to the Lord, not for what you can get for him, but who he is. And if you're grieving over things that you have lost, remember that God is greater and that every good and perfect thing comes from above and that he's still working things out for your good. Go with God.